Man, this music really is fantastic. Okay, I think I fixed the audio here. Man, this music really is fantastic. Okay. I think I fixed it for real. Nope. There we go. There we are. I apologize, chat. Welcome on in. My name is Lucky Polya. I am a lucky and odd duck. And today we are going to be fishing. And there's a good chance I'm going to be making some really just dumb jokes along the way, because we're talking about getting the biggest, bestest fishing rod, and we gotta grind to get there. So without further ado, I am going to hop over here to my game, and we're gonna start the farming process. Let me see here. Holo House. Since last stream, as you can see, I did actually go ahead and get more characters, pretty much all of them. I'm gonna go and there we are. That's hard. I think I'm gonna go with the classic Subaru. Okay. We are harvesting tomatoes real quick. Gonna plant some stuff, get stuff going while I suck at fishing. Because let's face it here, I am really bad at rhythm games, right? And the fishing is basically a rhythm game. Right now I'm basically just planting stuff that I know that my critters are gonna need. And by critters, I mean my workers. Because in this game, it's like mixing Vampire Survivors with Stardew Valley. It's like, you got farming, you got fishing, you got cooking, and then you have your workers. And you gotta feed your workers, or they will not work. Case and point, you can see all my starving workers over here because I have not gotten any sharks. I need to go fish for some sharks. I have not done that because I've been busy working. So, we're gonna quickly feed the ones we can. I'm gonna start here. Get you back up to par. Hotel Yamino. I love the names on these though. They're just so silly. Got a lot of tomatoes, so that was good. Ooh, we got a lot of lobsters, so I'm gonna just speed through that one. But yeah, basically you can make workers get you more Holocoins faster, so then you can just gotcha yourself to death, which is what I did. But now I have this problem called I would like to get the biggest, bestest rod because I would like to be able to feed my people. There's problems here, as you can see. I think I'm gonna do 2 for now on this one, and 2 over here. Let me see. So that one's at max level. Okay. We're gonna go collect these, and then we're gonna go water our stuff. Because nobody else is doing it for us. Then I'll be able to harvest the wheat, and then we can go ahead and plant more stuff. Yeah, it's got like a minute left. So off to fishing! Okay, that wasn't too bad. I got 4 eels. Let's do some more. I need shorks. I don't really have any shorks. Oh geez, that was bad. I should have been better at that. Let's try this again. Ah! The names for their workers are actually fan submissions. That makes sense. I love it. They are fantastic. Ah! I am just bad at this. Oh no, somehow, some way, my computer thought I clicked off of Holocure, and that caused the issue. No wonder I was having issues. Anytime I'm not on Holocure, if I am trying to use my controller, it just does not. Also, I have issues with hand-eye coordination. So, you would think that I would not be a gamer, but I am. I'm most bestest at console games, not so much at computer games because of issues like these. I really need to get better at this. But there's like a delay because of Bluetooth, so that is not helping. So I have to do it actually slightly before it shows in the little circle. And that makes it very difficult to properly time. Because I am actually using Joy-Con. Aside from the Bluetooth delay, they're actually pretty good for this. And the Joy-Con delay isn't so much of an issue if you're in the middle of a regular match and not farming. But as you can see, I have been farming. Oh no. This one is hard. Okay, I didn't die. My highest streak, I would say, is probably like 36. I don't think I've ever gotten any higher. And that was on like the first rod. I am just really bad. Because they get harder as you go, but also you get more fish out of it. So like, it makes sense. That one wasn't bad. I didn't feel like the lag killed me on that one. Also, welcome on in. It's nice to see you again. It is going to be a chill evening. Just, fishing. Oh no. I'm surprised that I still have this one going. Oh my ducking god. Okay. Just 2 pufferfish, though. I would like something better than pufferfish, like shork. I know this rod can get shorks. Ah! Okay, that's not too bad. We're up to a chain of 9. How long is that gonna last? Oh, well, we're up to 10. Something tells me I'm not even gonna make it to 20 though. Because that is not what I'm good at. I'm definitely better at the main game, but I'm also bad at that, so... Ah! Yeah, I did not get that. My fingers did not want to move. And then they started hitting the wrong buttons. Because I was thinking about the ones that already passed, and then by that point they're already passed, so they don't really matter. That's my issue with these kinds of games. At least, like, the rhythm game part. Because I always try to do it after it's already passed, but the problem is, by that point, it doesn't matter. That one wasn't bad. But I'm still not getting any shorks, and I need shorks. I can't feed my workers if I don't have shorks. Oh, about ducking time. I can finally feed some shorks. Let me see who's closest. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Feed. Yeah, finally. Okay, back to not being able to feed him anything. But I at least got one of the shorks out of the way. Gonna feed you. Hotel Yamato. And then one here for Drakugan. And, ooh, my stuff is done. I think I'm gonna do more tomatoes. Because I don't have a lot of tomatoes. I may have gone overkill, and I kind of bought everything in the little mini store over here. I have issues of the farming variety. But fun fact about Lucky over here, I used to play Harvest Moon games all the time. So this is just kind of my thing. I'm normally very chaotic, but I cannot deny that cozy things are still fun. Come on, Shorks, you want to bite this rod. That was manta rays, that's not Shorks. I need Shorks. Okay, that one wasn't too bad, but that's still puffer fish. I also need shrimp, like, really bad. I like, at some point I may actually, like, downgrade my rod temporarily just so I can get shrimp. Oh no. Although the bigger rods are really good for getting more when you do actually fish them out. Oh, that was close. I almost lost that one. I don't know that I could really feed any of them still. Watering the tomatoes. And back over here to fish again. Okay, I feel like I'm almost getting into like a pattern. The problem is, I don't know about you, but I find that whenever I get into like a pattern, there comes a point where I stop functioning, and then I can't get myself to actually do it for like the rest of the day. It's just awful. I don't know if anyone else has that issue. For me, I think it's just like after seeing something so many times, like you just kind of get numb. Yeah, like right here, I'm already starting to have really bad mess ups. Even though I'm hitting the buttons, like I'm not quite hitting it when I'm supposed to. Okay, that. Surprised I actually got that, but I still need Shorks. Shorks, bite my rod. That was just awful. I got like one. Okay, I missed only one on that one, so that wasn't too bad. I do really need to practice though. Okay. I don't care about squids. Please. Please. I need sharks. Oh no. I'm struggling. This is so difficult. I hate this, but also at the same time, it's fun. I don't know if you know of any games that you struggle with really bad and still find fun, even if you, like, really suck. I have a few of those games. For me, that's, like, literally any rhythm game, which is kind of ironic because I am a musician, technically. I say technically because I don't make music for content, but I actually can play a lot of different instruments. Yeah, rhythm games, I just really struggle. There's also a handful of others that aren't rhythm games that I really struggle for no apparent reason. One of those is actually Apex Legends. Now, you would immediately think, well, Lucky, didn't you say that you're good at PUBG? Isn't PUBG like Apex, but like bland? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, it is. It does not have special abilities. And that is the exact thing that messes me up in Apex. The special abilities just do not compute. I forget to use them, and then I don't even know how to effectively use them most of the time. Hatsune Miku colorful stage. A rhythm game suck at hard, but it's so fun. Yeah. It's really weird how some games can do that, though. It's like, you'll be like, oh, this game is really fun. I suck at it, but it's fun. Like, for me, like how I just mentioned Apex, one of the things that happened to me is, I don't know how much you know about Apex or like Battle Royale type things, but I've only won a game, like a match once. And that one match, nobody on my team like had any kind of like eliminations. Like, we literally did not kill any other players. And as a result of us just surviving until the end and hiding, the other team just kind of got killed by being outside the bubble, and we won by default. That's how bad I am at Apex. I still find it fun, but I can't seem to kill anyone in it. I think I might have gotten one kill ever in Apex, and I've played probably 50 or 60 games. It is bad. For me, I have so much, like, more of an easy time in PUBG and, like, Call of Duty. But not Call of Duty on PC. Oh, no. Call of Duty on PC, no. We play that on mobile. Because it auto-shoots if you want it to, and I like that. Do I have anything yet? I haven't kept track of what I've caught. No, I'm still just dealing with the fact I don't have shrimp, and I don't have any shorks. Like, they all want shrimp and shorks. Why is it always shrimp and shorks? Like, of all the things that they could want, why shrimp and shorks? Also, I love Vocaloid stuff, but like, I have not been able to keep up. Like, I actually, way back in the day, if you will, I actually had made my own Utauloid. If you ever saw, like, the Utaos, like Teto Kasane, she was like the first, like, user-made, like, synthesized singer, and she was made using Utao. And so I, as a musician, wanted to have my own Utauloid because I didn't think I was good at singing. So I was like, I'm just gonna record myself. I'm gonna have a cat. He was a cat character, and I say he because he was supposed to be basically a kid. Because I was also a kid. And, you know, kids like to self-insert. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I actually had made a video on YouTube at the time of, like, how to download it, and that video is still up, and it's still, like, when I last checked it, it had, like, 13,000 views, and I'm like, what? I made that when I was in, like, 9th grade? Like, I was a kid? But I will mention that is, I don't actually have access to that YouTube account anymore because I don't remember the credentials. I don't remember how YouTube login used to be. I want to say it's attached to my main email, like my main Gmail, but I have this little issue called if I look at that specific account in YouTube Studio, I don't see any videos, so I know it's not the same account. And it's not the same channel. But it is still up. I guess I kind of always knew that I wanted to do, like, stuff on YouTube. Even when I was in school still. And this is, like, over a decade later. No! I'm trying so hard to not fail. Gosh darn it. But I will note, even back then, I was in fact faceless. I did not have a webcam for obvious reasons. You know, I was a kid. I didn't want, you know, anyone snooping on me. 'Cause, you know, there aren't, you know, there are some not great people out there, and I didn't want people to be weird with me. And by be weird, I don't mean like haha weird, I mean like the creepy weird. So I never put my face up, but I did use my voice. I did voice over. And most of my videos were just really nonsense, like caramel dancing and like AMVs, you know, the cringe stuff from like the 2000s. I remember one of them, I had like grabbed some GIFs off of Google, and I also didn't credit anyone. I was so bad. I was so bad. I mean, obviously I know better now as an adult. But there was just a solid point in my life where I made absolute garbage. And for whatever reason or another, it somehow got views. I don't know how. I really don't. Finally, Shork! I can't tell you how happy I am. Shork. Okay, who's further along that needs a Shork? I'm gonna go with you for now, I think. You know, I'll do both of you so that you both are making me money for now. Whew. Like, thinking back, I probably have, like, the voice files somewhere on the internet. I don't really know where. Ah! But I know that they're somewhere. Although, if I ever did redo that, I would probably use Synthv, which is a newer software that I recently discovered thanks to my good friend Solarcy, or otherwise known as RC, who also is a content creator. She sometimes will do like covers, but she mostly streams on Twitch. But she showed me it, and I was really impressed because it's like Vocaloid and Utaloid, but like smoother, I guess. So at some point I actually may mess with it because I have some stuff I want to do. Ah! Why is the lag so bad? There we go. But like, one of the things I want to do is like an acapella. Granted that would be probably through like Fruit Loop Studio or something, but no! I did it again, where I was like trying to go back retroactively and like hit the buttons that I missed. But I want to make like an acapella. I could probably do it in Audacity. even. Just straight up me just using my own voice as like the instrumental and stuff, because you might have noticed I have kind of a lower voice than some people who are female. I mean, technically speaking, I'm female, but I mean, this is a friendly stream, I do want to point out, and if I get called they or he, I really don't care. Any pronouns are good for me. But as a female duck here, I have kind of a lower voice than a lot of like females do. Oh boy, I was trying so hard. I think that might have been a shork. I want the shork. Well, that ain't a shork. That's a clownfish times 9. I'm gonna have so many clownfish. Because nobody eats them. Speaking of which, I'm gonna come over here and see what I have just an absolute ton of. So I can get rid of some. And then start getting closer to my sacred rod. My rod of power. Oh man, oh man. Eyelash in the eye, eyelash in the eye. That is not good. I cannot see with an eyelash in the eye, and it's painful. Okay, I think I got it out. Oh. Okay, so. Oh no. Why can't I? Oh. I did it dumb. I was like, why can't I sell? Like, why can't I do anything? And I realized I needed to actually use the right button. This is what happens, chat, when you don't get enough sleep. I'm gonna sell some tuna because I don't see the need for tuna very often anymore. Koi fish, I get so many of those. So I'm gonna just mosey on in here and sell these. I get so many ducking lobsters. I am just gonna wipe a lot of this. Eels, no, we're just getting rid of all of you. We don't need you. We are part of the way to our goal. We need to get, that is 60, so that is 1,000,000 points. Oh boy. Well, no time like the present to get good. Let's see here. What else do we need more of? I think I'm gonna do some strawberries. I don't really have a lot of those, I don't think. I haven't planted them in a while. Ah! Don't be like me. Don't just speed through, because if you don't read, you're gonna struggle. And yes, I am that person who gets something that they have to assemble and then just does not read the instructions. And tries to assemble without the instructions. It's not the smartest thing to do, but it is effective. If you're me, anyway. I have ADHD, if you couldn't tell. So for me, I kind of need things to be very fun or dumbed down to the point where I don't have to spend more than a moment reading it. And that's why I like streaming. I get to talk with y'all, and I also get to play games at the same time, because shockingly, you would think that talking has a massive impact on like my gameplay and performance, but another fun fact about the duck here is I actually am also a licensed hairdresser. I am a cosmetologist. So as a result, I was kind of taught how you multitask. Because if you're cutting someone's hair, you can't just stop while you're talking to them. You have to still keep going. And the same thing goes for color, especially color or like lightener, highlights, any of that. Because those are chemicals. Ah! Bluetooth. I hit the keys and they just did not. The fast ones get me. Especially when they're really close together. Yeah, as a hairdresser, you just have to learn how to do that. And if you don't, you pay the price, and the price is probably either getting the client in your chair annoyed that you're taking too long because they have somewhere to be, or you end up falling behind on your clients, and then you have problems like not being able to meet an appointment on time, just like a doctor. Oh no, this one is, oh, that's not too bad. That was more lobster. Why lobster? I don't need lobster. So yeah, if you ever want to learn how to multitask seamlessly, just go to hair school and then become a hairdresser and do that for a few years. I promise you, you will get very good at multitasking. And by multitasking, I specifically mean for things like stream. Like, streaming becomes so much easier. Because you don't have to really think that much. You just kind of do. No. Why did I hit left? This is the problem I face, even when I'm not on stream, believe it or not. I just struggle that much. But 'tis okay, because eventually I will get good. Especially because I have a game that I'm going to be playing on here, on YouTube. So, fun fact. There is some sales on Steam right now. And included in that is Crypto the Necrodancer. And if you don't know Crypto the Necrodancer, I'll tell you a little bit. Basically, you get to listen to groovy music, and you get to dance around. And by dance around, I mean like jump around through dungeons and basically fight to the beat. And it is chaotic. I have not played it yet, but I have played another game by the same developers, and that game is Cadence of Hyrule, featuring Crypto the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. Cadence of Hyrule. I played that one to completion on stream on Twitch before I really got into being over here on YouTube because of issues with crowd control, because crowd control was only available for Twitch. So I was mostly streaming over there, and sometimes I do still stream over there, mind you, but it is not as frequently as it used to be. Right now I do it like maybe 2 times a week. I used to do it like 4 to 5. But instead I'm over here on YouTube twice a week on 2 different channels. I do usually at least 1 gaming stream I'm trying to do. I want to do more, as you can see. But I also want to do like some video essays, you know. There's a handful of games I think people should know about that are like hidden gems or like really interesting. Like I was talking with some of my friends about a little known game called Creatures from the 90s, and it's kind of wild. And I can explain how it's wild. Why can't I get the things I need? Oh boy, I hear sirens off in the distance. But this little known game called Creatures basically is... How am I even gonna explain it? It's like a pet simulator, or like a biology simulator, because you have these little creatures, as the name would suggest, called Norns. You're in a place called Albia, and the whole point is effectively just the gameplay. A lot of games now have like a point to them, but creatures didn't really. And that was part of what made it special. There was no, like, you beat the game. It was just literally, you do this because you're doing it. So you would raise them, they could get sick, they could breed with each other, you know, lay eggs effectively, and each generation would have new genetics, and you could literally have mutations happen. And the craziest part about this that I haven't even mentioned yet, and what makes it special, because all of that sounds normal, like, oh yeah, you know, you could do that kind of thing in The Sims, whatever. But no, this was different because you could actually teach your creatures, your Norns, to speak, like actually language. And I don't mean like, oh, you program it into them or use like a menu to like teach them stuff with like options. No, you literally type in what you were teaching them. And so the really cool part is literally you could teach them to talk, and then after that they would literally teach like their later generations of offspring. Gosh darn it, I could not get that one. I think that might have been a shork. Like they teach their offspring for you, so then like you don't really have to, except in some situations, like if they die before their offspring is born. And so it was just really fascinating. And in fact, they actually packaged it together with Creatures 2 and sold it as the Albion Years. Basically a dual game. They put it on one disc, and that's what they did. I still don't have what I need. Why is it the shrimp and shorks? I need shrimp and shorks. But I actually started playing that game after I discovered it was on Steam. And it is literally what I remember, which is just insane, because we're talking about literally machine learning in the 90s. Like, it effectively uses what we have in today's technology, which is kind of scary when you think about it. But because at the time, our storage space, like the storage capacity for things, was so small and limited, like, games were literally megabytes in size. Like, can you imagine games that are megabytes in size? I'm not talking like indie games, I'm talking about like big games were megabytes in size. If you've ever done a ROM dump, you know what I mean. Like usually they're like a gigabyte or like hundreds, close to, you know, thousands of megabytes. That was, it literally was just megabytes in size. It's a very small game, but fun nonetheless. I'm gonna plant green beans, and I think these are almost done. Oh no, I gotta water these because it's not raining anymore. Oh well. Well, you know what, I'll stick over here because I can water these now and then plant things. There we go. Yeah, lately I've been discovering new games on Steam. And by new games, I mean old games, but they're new to me, in a sense. I mean, technically Creatures is not new to me, but it's new considering, you know, I hadn't played it since, I want to say, like 2001, 2002. So we're literally talking like 20 years. Whoops. But yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer is actually on sale. And so, since I played Cadence of High... What? I did the thing! Since I played Cadence of Hyrule and loved it so much, I would love to... Bluetooth sucks, but I struggle with the keyboard. Also, I like having the clicky-clacky buttons. I don't know if you hear it or not, because I try to have it where, like, my mic filters out most things. Laysai, most of my workers can't work. This is awful. But it was on sale, and then so was the Insane Trilogy for Crash Bandicoot. So, like, considering Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy now has crowd control support, I would like to do that, because I've seen some of the clips. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a tough one. Oh, no, just a squid. What was I saying? Oh yes, the Insane Trilogy is on sale. Like, really on sale. Enough on sale that I got it without even batting an eye. It was 60% off, so it was $16. Which, you know, no. But crowd control is heckin' fun. I actually want to do more on this channel. Oh, no. I did a little bit of Dark Souls on this channel, but I really struggled. Which I did Dark Souls because I lost a bet with chat on Twitch. And that bet was that I would have to be Master Mode Breath of the Wild with crowd control. No! I had to beat that within 8 3-hour streams. In other words, 24 hours, Master Mode, crowd control, and considering my community over on Twitch, I got close. I got so close. I got to the castle, right? I only beat Varuta. I did not beat any of the other Divine Beasts. I got through the boss rush almost. I got to Ganon. I got to the point where, you know, you go down under. And then it happened. Then it happened. Someone killed me. Not that they needed to, because I was already, like, out of weapons, just about. And I was not sure how I was going to manage to do anything more. No. But they definitely beat me. So I went ahead and I started that one. I do want to continue it because I do want to finish the game. I'm not sure when I will. I definitely need to configure a controller to work with it because I was really struggling with the keyboard. I think I'm gonna do peppers now. Making sure I got plenty of supplies. Ooh. Sounds like something Angel Darkness would have done. Yeah. It wasn't her, but, you know, she definitely would have done that. I'm not gonna dispute that. But I do want to do more over here on YouTube with crowd control because now it is an option. It was not previously an option. But now we have crowd control 2.0. I don't know how I missed that one. Like, there's so many games for crowd control now. When I first started back in December, there was like maybe 4 or 5 games I could like really sink my non-existent teeth into. Being that I'm a duck, you know, no teeth. No teeth. But now they have so many. Like, one of the newer games was like Fallout 4, and they also added Hades, and they added Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion HD. Like, they have just really been knocking it out with getting more games, like, compatible. So yeah, there's a massive, like, list. I actually think in a moment I'll drop the link. Ah! Let me drop the squid. Let me drop the link actually for the game list in case you want to look at it, because there's a lot. I do take suggestions, so if there are any specific games that you really want to like see with crowd control, just let me know. If I can do it, I will do it. I can't do every game on the list, but I can do quite a few. Like, I can't do Celeste right now because I don't currently have the game, but I could do, for example, like The Sims 4, or I could do let me go down. Like, I could do Breath of the Wild again, which, you know, we've already done, or Wind Waker, or like Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Like, any of these are you know, there's a lot of options. I've actually been thinking about doing a charity stream, like a Pokemon Nuzlocke charity stream, right? And getting some other like streamers and VTubers in on it too. Ooh, Crony's fishing. Ooh, this one's gonna be a good one if I can get it. Shark! I finally got the shark! I don't even know where that voice came from. Please forgive me. I think I'm gonna go this one. Feed. Shark. Please. Don't die on me. I'm gonna go sell some more of my fish. Because I got a lot. Like, I'm already back. Jesus ducking Christ. That is a lot of pufferfish. How did I end up with so many? Okay, well now I'm a chunk of the way to my rod. So that just happened. While I'm comprehending what just happened, I'm gonna just kind of bulk buy all this again. This is how I do things. I just kind of come in here and I bulk buy. Because now I have the funds in my fake money account to do so. There we go. Let's see, what is it this time? No. Okay. Oh, that's just a squid. Blah. I need shrimp. Shrimp. Please. I just realized we're up to a chain of 18. How did that happen? I mean, I know from a technical standpoint how that happened, but I mean, like, I didn't think I was actually getting anywhere. Maybe I'll get more shorts. That one wasn't too bad. I wish that would have been a shork, though. I noticed that the shork ones go a little bit longer, They're a bit harder, they're faster. Better, harder, faster. Oh, come on. Clownfish, really? Good thing I don't have to water these. Oh my ducking god, was that a rare disconnection? I think that's like the 6th or 7th time I've ever had Prism have any kind of, like, blips or hiccups. Granted, Prism Live Studio is a little bit tricky to use because, like, it doesn't... It has quirks. The best way I can describe it is quirks. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Prism Live Studio definitely has quirks. I will say that. But they are works that you can work around. I do actually recommend, if you do stream, anyone who is watching or watches this after the fact, Prism Live Studio. Oh. No. What? 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 What just happened? What? I didn't know they were shiny. I'm stunned. Wow. Okay. I also might just ditch this one because it's a weaker worker, I realize, and it always asks for shrimp. I might ditch that one later. I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit in shock. I'm reeling. Oh man. I think I'm coming back to life now. I don't know what just happened, but I guess I caught a shiny eel. What? Is this what happens when you get, like, to higher chains? You just get better shiny things? Is that how this goes? Okay, we're up to 28. I'm gonna lose this streak. Okay. Ah! Come on! I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm really just surprised. I'm going to lose it. There's no way. There is no way I'm gonna make it with it being at level 3. There's absolutely no ducking way. 15 clownfish. I'm gonna get to that rod pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, I would imagine, probably. No. I'm trying so hard to not lose the streak. I know I'm gonna lose it, though. And it's probably gonna be to something really dumb. Like one of those really short ones for, like, the weak ones. Okay, we're up to 35. Let's see how far we go. Oh, man. I'm actually kind of doing it a little bit. I'm gonna take a quick break over here and just plant things. Not like a stream break, but like a break from fishing. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the biggest, bestest, shiniest rod, and it's slow going, but I think I might be able to get there this stream. We might, because I'm actually, like, focused hardcore on, like, getting myself there. collecting. You're almost done. I'm gonna come up here, sell some stuff. Howdy, howdy, Brenda. Or Joe? I'm not sure. I'm very confused. But welcome on in. We have fish that we are slowly obtaining to get the biggest, bestest rod. Okay, we are... We're like a third of the way there. Whew, gonna try to not break this streak. I'm probably gonna break it though, knowing my luck. But I hope you're having a good day, Joe. Shork! Shork, 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 shork. Feed the shork. Okay, this one I could deal with. Why is it shork again? Oh, give me just a moment. The puppo is here, and he is having a moment. Give me just a second, chat. Okay, we are back. I would also like to ask, I am a little bit new to doing the mod stuff behind the scenes here, but do please try to refrain from spamming. Yes, we are back. I do apologize for the wait. Unfortunately, the puppo was very extra. He did not want to go out for his walkie. So I had to pause things here so that his puppo sitter could handle him. Alrighty, so back to over here with Holocure. I need more shorks. Give you rice. I think the other one is better for shork right now. Because unfortunately, that one was out of stamina. So now we're gonna go back over. Oh, I got food. And now I can put in, I'm gonna say, I don't really have a lot of radish, I don't think. So I'm gonna do some radish. I mean, I can always check. I probably should check. That way I know what to plant next time. So I'm gonna see here. We have 65 wheat, 93 tomato, 100. That's a lot of potatoes. But I mean, the fans, they really eat them up. We got quite a bit of, we don't even need more strawberries. I did a lot of those. Yeah, we'll do some, I think next time we'll do corn, maybe, and garlic. All right, let's see what we got this time. Okay, I almost missed that one, but we didn't. We didn't. No! 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 Not at 38! Oh, man. I tried hitting the button and I was just... my brain was behind. I feel like I almost need to, like... not mess up so that I don't mess up. I don't know how to best explain that, but like, I feel like when I'm on a roll for a while. And then otherwise, I'm not. It is something, I don't know, maybe the delay in the Bluetooth. Because there's just a slight latency delay. But I am not sure. Okay, now we have some lobster. But I am probably gonna sell it because most of the fans do not do lobster. Most of them are shrimpies. And I don't know why. Speaking of which, manage this one I am probably gonna retire. Yeah, we will send you to the usual room. We will hire a new one. Let's see, that one's pretty good. Ooh. I'm gonna get that one. Ooh, corn. That's new. Rice. Shork. I'm gonna be cursed by shorks, aren't I? That's just gonna be my life from now on. It's always shorks. They never want anything but shorks. Woo! Gonna grab some more. Hopefully I get a shork. Nope, more squid. It would be cool though if this game had crowd control or like some kind of like integration with chat. Ah! Why? Why was that so hard? And only for a lobster. I need shorks. Or shrimp. I would even take shrimp. Come on. I need to not mess this up. I'm building a streak again. We're hopefully gonna be on a roll, but not a Kaiser roll. We don't eat ducks here. Oh, more pufferfish to sell. Yeah, it would be really cool if this game had crowd control, because in the main game, you could do so much, like, mess with the streamer. I am just selling these at this point, because I fish up so many, like, unintentionally. And I just want a shrimp. And it works. Like, I could see reverse controls being like a total issue. Like if you're like about to face a boss and then all of a sudden you can't move, for example. I'm gonna do garlic. And then corn, because I remember the one needs corn. So it'll probably need corn again. Using deductive reasoning here. Come on, big money. Come on, sharks. Oh, come on. Oh. And that was just manta rays. Come on, we got this. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. I may actually suggest this as a game on the crowd control server because they do actually have a Discord server and they actually have a forum channel where you can literally post your like recommendations, basically your requests. Oh god, being unable to move when Sakura Miko spawns in would scare the heck out. Yeah, that's exactly like my thoughts. Is Sakura Miko just comes in and you're like, no, like, you know, no. But like, I could see that being a thing. Because Vampire Survivors, I believe, also had crowd control support for a bit. But I think, like I saw that it wasn't on the list anymore, and I want to say that it's because it has Twitch integration. So it's possible that, you know, maybe in an update with Twitch integration, I don't know what exactly happened because I didn't have it at the time that it was on crowd control. But it does have Twitch chat integration. So like, I know games like that, like this, would work with crowd control. It would just be a little bit chaotic. Feed you. Feed you. I don't have food for you guys. Now I need to water. I messed that up because I got distracted. Sorry about that. I had to close the door. There was way too much noise outside. Yeah, distractions not great, because then I just, the worst part about the controller support for this game is if I don't have the window selected and open, it does not register anything. So I was effectively ducked, if you will. Can I get something that's not turtles or pufferfish for once in my ducking life? Please? Like, I could see it being super useful, though, for this game, crowd control. Because if it works with Vampire Survivors, which is a very similar game, it could totally work here. Like, I could see, like, literally any of the bosses just making things more difficult. Can you imagine spawning in Sakuramiko? Like if there was a command like spawn Sakuramiko, and then all of a sudden you have flames coming at you and you just cry. Like that's what I would think is like, because you can do that in Minecraft with crowd control. You can spawn in creepers, you can spawn in the Ender Dragon, you can do a lot of stuff. So I think that something even scarier than not being able to move when Sakuramiko pops in is chat spawning Sakuramiko. Like you defeat Sakuramiko, you think you're safe, and then all of a sudden there she is, and you're like, what? And then you cry. I would just say duck. I mean, you could in theory like do it for like a higher cost, because you can adjust costs. So in theory you can make it cost like 500 coins to spawn in Sakuramiko, and then you just cry when it happens, but then you still take their coins, and if they are paid coins, obviously you would get paid for that. Or if you're doing a charity stream, then that would go to your charity, which, you know, is really cool. I do actually want to do a crowd control charity stream. The idea I had in mind was to get a handful of VTubers and other streamers together to do, like, for example, Fire Red, and just do like a Nuzlocke, right? And everyone uses the default pricing so that everyone, you know, is on equal grounds. And then whoever loses basically doesn't make it like far enough compared to everyone else would have to do like a makeup stream where they play it again and continue on. And then like the winner could have something like an art piece drawn for them, or something like that. I've been thinking of doing things like that, and the winner would be like whoever got the furthest, because there's a good chance that none of us would be that familiar with the game. I don't think any of us would be speedrunners in this scenario. We would not know all the tricks of the trade for getting further along faster. So it would basically just be a fun competition where everyone wins, because chat would win, charity would win, and obviously the streamer would win because, well, they would probably have fun and also have some clippable content. I don't know, I think that would be really fun. But I do think I am gonna suggest this game. Come on, big money! Still manta ray. That's not what I want. I need a shork. I need like 10 of them, or 20 of them. And I need the same for shrimp. I bet you get to Brock's Gym, maybe Misty's. Yeah, I wouldn't even know, because I actually have never played Fire Red. It's like, there are a few Pokemon games on the list. There's 4 of them total, and I've played all of them except Fire Red. But I also like to punish myself, so you know. But specifically punish myself for chat's amusement and entertainment. That's the kicker, though. I also find harder games to be more fun. And I'm not sure why. I think because, like, some games are just too easy. I think that's why this one's a little bit more fun to me than Vampire Survivors. Not because of the theming or anything, but like in the actual matches on Vampire Survivors, I have figured out some really broken builds. And I could literally just sit there and then nothing happens at the end for a bit. Oh, finally, a single shrimp was fished up. When I need like 20. We'll see who needs shrimp. Oh man. Y'all suck. You're the furthest along in XP, so I'll do that over here. There are issues with the balancing here. I don't like the fact I'm constantly getting the pufferfish and eels and nothing that I need. So I don't know how far I get exactly. I will say I did play Pokemon Yellow, and that technically I think is similar to Fire Red. But it's older. Like, I think Fire Red wasn't... I want to say it was a remake of Red. Because I beat Yellow only once, but I beat it as an adult. And I haven't really beaten many of the other games in the series. I really have nothing for them. It's awful. And then these should be done shortly. But I think it would be fun to do. I was thinking about maybe doing it in like October. Because then I would have some time to like prepare, and oh my ducking god, this is fast. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like it's similar but not the same. So I don't know how well my knowledge would transfer. I do know at least that I would be able to like understand basics of battle, because like it's not too far into the series, and you know, if you know typing, my fingers got confused there, and I kept pushing up for some reason. I don't know. Me and hand-eye coordination do not work. It's like anytime the dots get introduced, it messes me up. Because then I have to use my other hand, and then it's like, brain stalling. Stalling brain. I'm gonna plant some more corn, I think. Watering this. Watering. Oh, there's a little ant on the wall. That's new. And I don't know if Angel would be up to it, but I would love to invite her to the thing when I figure out what exactly I'm doing. But I also can understand it if people aren't able to do it. Because, you know, it would require legally owning Fire Red. So, not everyone could. Let's see if we can get a shork. This was slow. What? Why tuna? Why? Why tuna? I don't need tuna anymore. It's like when I don't need tuna is when I get tuna. I don't eat clownfish either. Okay, let's see if I can not break my chain this time. Now that I'm getting back into like a groove. Also been trying to come up with other things to do. Like I mentioned before, like I want to do like video essays too. Like one of the games that I actually want to like do one on would be Super Faust. Yeah, and you know, not everyone is going to have Fire Red or Leaf Green. But like there's just a lot of why I hit the buttons. I just hit them off time. There's so many things I would do, like Super Faust. That one's a really fun indie game. It looks to be like it was made by just one dude, which is really cool. What's really weird is I noticed that it's on the Switch, but it's not on Steam. But they have, like, the developer has Super Faust 2 on Steam. So it does pique my curiosity. I do kind of want to buy it because the first game is pretty good on Switch. It's kind of like if you took Flappy Bird and turned it into a puzzle platformer. That is the best explanation I have for it. Oh, shrimp. We have shrimp. Oh my ducking god. I'm gonna put that there for now because I am not risking another shrimp situation. I'm gonna give two more. Okay. He's gonna really struggle, I think. Well, now we are out of shrimp again, and actually I'm gonna come in here and feed rice, tomato, done. Now, most of them are working, but we still need shorks. Good old shork. That is a massive pile of shiny. I'm probably gonna keep it just because, you know, I'm getting so many of these other things I don't really need to worry too much. I mean, I might keep the lobster, just a handful, as a just in case. You never know, you know? So yeah, I've been on an indie game kick. If you have any suggestions, just let me know. Especially if they're on sale, because I will probably pick them up. And some I will play on stream, others I will not. In the case of the ones I got today, I am definitely doing those on stream though. I will suck at Crypto the Necrodancer, but I will enjoy it. It was only like $3 today, like insanely cheap. Which is fantastic, because I think the normal price is like $20. And that was a little bit much for me. I like games that are under that are under $20. If possible. I know that ain't always possible. Like, for example, Armored Core is like, I want to say $60. And that's the new robot game. It's like Gundam. And it looks really fun. Like I was watching Ollie and Ashford, one of my buddies, who also streams and is a half vampire VTuber. They were playing it on stream and it looked heckin' fun. They were really struggling to figure out things, but the game did teach eventually. There's so many really fun games. I wish I had more time. I spend a lot of my time working. And I do streams as kind of like a unwinding, relaxing, kind of clearing my brain. It's also an excuse for me to play video games because I don't know who else has this issue. I have ADHD, right? I'm pretty sure I'm autistic too. Because scientifically speaking, it's been shown most people who have ADHD are also autistic. But I digress. I have this really weird... I have this really weird thing where I feel like I have to always be productive at all times. I can't just not be productive. I can't just rest. You know, people talk about, oh, just, you know, take like a week off from work. I remember so many times our CEO in the past told me, hey, you know, Lucky, if you're not feeling good, just like take a day off. Like take a week, take this whole week. And at one point I was forced to take like 2 weeks off, except I only took like 1 week off because I couldn't stand I couldn't stand not being at work doing stuff. I have to always be productive. So if I'm playing a video game, I need to have a purpose. I don't mean like a purpose of playing the game to just play the game. Yes, odd HD crowd. I have to have a reason behind why I'm playing. I can't just play a game to play a game and have fun. It doesn't work like that. That is exactly why I stream. In fact, before I started streaming, almost exclusively ducking, my fingers decided to just do a shuffle and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to press. But like I literally hadn't bought games or played games on the Switch. Shark! I hadn't bought or played games really that weren't mobile free-to-play games in like months, if not like a year. Yeah, I am positively 100% diagnosed as having ADHD, and I'm pretty sure there's autism in there, especially because it is in my family. So it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me, especially with my weird quirks, like needing to be productive at all times. It's a problem. It really is, because like sometimes you need to have like a break away from work. I'm gonna do this one. You gotta have a break away from work at some point. But I was watching How to ADHD, right? Which is a channel here on YouTube. Fantastic channel for those people who have ADHD. And Jessica, who is the person who runs the channel, she made a really good point that with ADHD, we can't just take a break. Our brains don't want to do that. It makes things harder on our brains because then we feel guilty. And then we don't actually relax because we feel guilty. And then we end up working anyways. The point that she came up with was that instead of trying to take a break, what we should do as ADHD people is to take a break instead of from work, from self-regulation. You know, when you have autism or when you have ADHD, you kind of mask. You try to look like you're neurotypical. You try to act like you're neurotypical, so you can do things like jobs, like actually having work. So the solution is to just basically demask and do what your brain wants to do for however long And I have found this strategy to be so helpful, like super, super helpful. You don't even know. Because I went from being like, I know I need to have a break, to I can take a 2-hour break and play some games. So now my brain's like, okay, we know we're gonna go back to work immediately afterwards. It's fine. And also my brain knows this is a stream, which means I have to do certain things. I can make content out of it. I can clip it. I can do video editing. I can rig a model on stream. Like, you know, I can put my productivity stuff that I would normally feel guilty about on stream and not have to feel guilty about it. You struggle to mask? Yeah, you know, I struggled to mask too at times, and for the longest time I didn't even know I was masking. Like, I just thought that I was just not getting it. Like, for me, social cues are they don't exist. They're not a thing in this brain. They just take what you think about social cues and just throw them out the window. They don't exist in my brain. And while I say that, I know, like, logically speaking, social cues definitely exist. People do and say things to mean certain things. Like, for example, the small talk about the weather, right? I saw someone who posted, who is autistic on Twitter, or X, as Elon Musk wants to call it now, last night while I was unable to sleep. And, like, there was just so many things that he said that were just absolutely, like, on point. Like, it's really hard when you don't know how something works to, like, actually understand it. Like, when we do things that we don't intend any harm, you know, we obviously don't intend any harm. Some people can take it as meaning harm, and even after being told repeatedly, sometimes we still forget. And so patience is a virtue. Oh my. I was not aware that that would pop up on screen. I don't know if that will pop up on the stream. We'll see. I don't think it did. I had like a friend notification pop up, like playing a game, and I was like, what? I didn't know they'd pop up in the actual games. For me, I actually had to like learn social cues and stuff through hair school. Like, when I went to hair school to like learn how to do hair, they do teach you some psychology. So you have to like understand how to talk to people and communicate. And like as a hairdresser, because, you know, you have to be able to say, oh yeah, I know I'm going to cut your hair exactly like this, like you'd like, or color your hair like this. So, you know, communication is super important. So as a result, we had to a degree, learn some psychology. Okay, yeah, I didn't see anything pop up when I looked over at the stream screen, but it popped up on the actual game screen, which is what spooked me. Whee! Oh yes, I got corn. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna check my inventory again. I think I need more meat, possibly. Or I could do carrot. Carrot, radish, wheat. I think I'll do wheat, because I know wheat is a common one that is needed. Okay, so these are... Okay. So yeah. Woo! I forgot that this was fast. I also don't know how I managed that. And only for mana rays. Yeah, it is a struggle with the ADHD, but I've learned how to work with it. You know, and instead of like when people tell me like I need to take time off, or if I need to take time off, I do it. And by I do it, I mean I do it on stream. So I use my streams basically as productivity. And that's how I justify it in my brain. Because my brain is like, no, you're not allowed to have fun. If you're having fun, you're not working. You know, and obviously that's not true. Because you kind of need to take breaks for mental health. If you don't, you end up with a lot of issues. Oh, come on. Like in my case right now with work. I'm having to do the same exact thing over and 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 over. And it's a lot of it is just looking at grumpy people. Grumpy people going, why aren't you paying out for this? And I'm like, dude, chill. Don't tag me because you're not gonna get a response because you opened a support ticket. A support ticket. What a concept. That means support answers overall. Not an individual who answered you in another ticket. I am not answering because you tagged me. That's not how this works. You don't get to do that. Not when I have like 60 other like tickets to handle. I don't get people at times. Because I do work in the gaming sphere. I'm not gonna dox myself and go into too much detail, but it is in mobile gaming. And you know, there is money stuff in mobile gaming and people who get grumpy about money stuff in their mobile gaming, and it's a struggle. People just have to be patient, especially when it hasn't even been 24 hours. Gotta be patient. Work has definitely gotten more chaotic lately, which is kind of why I'm doing shorter streams. I would normally do 3 hours, but I have less time in the day now. At least for now. I also need to do garlic. Doing a little bit of rice because I know that I use a lot of rice. Come on, Subaru. Okay, pufferfish. Let's do some grinding here for this rod. More squid. Can I get a shork? Squid. I also am not sure how I managed to do that one because I almost messed up. Like really bad. I felt my thumb going, no, 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 we want to go the other way. And I'm like, no. You ever have those moments where your fingers just do not want to cooperate? Because that's kind of me when I do rhythm games. I will say, I do know, at least in Cadence of Hyrule, they do have like a thing where you can make it so you automatically only go like on the beat. But I feel like that's cheating. Especially for certain characters. Like I remember Arya, which I believe is a character from Crypt of the Necrodancer. Like you have to keep moving with her, if I remember correctly, or she dies. And if you miss a beat, she dies. Because if you miss a beat, you don't move. I remember one of my ducklings watching me decided to ask me to try her out and did not tell me this fact. And then I was just like, oh, so that's what happens. That's why you're giggling over there in the corner. You know, I can imagine in Colorful Stage. I've seen like some of the levels and I'm just like, no, I can't. My fingers would just fall off. They would malfunction and then just fall off. It's too fast. Too fast for me. I can barely do this simple thing. I feel like I might be getting better though. Nope, spoke too soon. More turtles. Oh my goodness. The Master of Disguise is a movie I have not seen in forever. And I don't know why, but that line just came back to me. He just shrugs his shoulders and, turtle, I'm part of the Turtle Club. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? I don't know if any of y'all have seen that. I haven't seen it in like, I would say like 10 years-ish. Can't believe it's been so long. I want to say I watched it when I was in Florida still, which was, you know, a while ago. But it was also when I was a kid. So probably like 13, 14 years ago, actually. I'm not sure how old that movie is, but I know it's not recent. Note speed is harder than the slower. You know, I can believe it because I experience a similar thing right here. Like I struggle when it's slower because it's like getting it exactly where I need it in my reaction time. But then when it like speeds up, I go a little bit faster naturally. And then I'm not struggling to think physically, okay, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? So it's really hard to get up to the chains, but once I do, I can kind of keep them going until like the late 20s or like 30s. But I can't usually go further than that. No! As you could see, that one wasn't even that bad, and that was just instant death. KO! More Eelies. One day. If nothing else, I will eel myself to the biggest, bestest, baddest rod. Which actually reminds me of a funny thing. I watched a YouTube short last night, which was probably a repurposed TikTok, but I digress. And I remember it was tattoo artists. I was like, what question should you never ask a tattoo artist? And the person who filmed it asked a couple of tattoo artists who didn't have tattoos why they didn't have tattoos. The female who answered, at least I'm assuming she's female, she just kind of was speechless and didn't know what to say. And then the guy tattoo artist who answered, he actually had a really clever answer. And he said something along the lines of, do you see stickers on a Cadillac? And I was like, that's actually a really good answer. I really should have thought about that when I was a hairdresser. Because one of the biggest problems I had as a hairdresser was I kept being told, you have to wear makeup. You have to wear makeup. You are a woman. You have to wear makeup. You have to have your hair done. You have to have something fancy. And I'm like, why? I'm just doing hair, dude. Can't I be comfortable and not have to do that? And they were like, no, like this is part of the culture of being a hairdresser. You have to put on makeup and you have to. I'm like, why? And they're like, you have to look the part. And I'm like, I get that, but like, can I put on eyeliner and call it a day? I do good work, but I don't want to put all that stuff on me. It's not good for your skin. And more so, things like, hair color are definitely not good for your hair. So why do I need to do all that other stuff? I mean, I'm happy to do like fun colors in my hair, like blue and purple, but like, seriously. Also, hi, Tiaga. Ah! I'm dying over here. Hi, Tiago Lima. I'm sorry. My fingers don't like to work. So then I end up hitting the wrong thing, even though I see it in front of me and oh my gosh, it's a shark. So yeah, the whole doing the makeup thing as a hairdresser, it was just awful. You don't have to do all that stuff to be a good hairdresser. You don't have to, put everything on display on yourself. Gosh darn it. Just call me Trav if that's easier. I mean, it's up to you. I know over here you got a different name than on Twitch. The main issue is just that I'm really bad at rhythm games, as you might remember from Cadence of Hyrule. Which, by the way, Crypt of the Necrodancer was on sale on Steam. And I went ahead and I got it. I mean, I do see the point, though. The point of which thing? Like, looking the part? I mean, I see the point, too. But like, as someone who is female, biologically, and female presenting, I was told I have to wear makeup. And I'm like, but I'm not a girly girl. I am a tomboy. I like to look more, casual, comfy, cozy. I look pretty with makeup, but like, I don't like it. It might just be like the sensory thing. I don't like it on my face. It's heavy. Like, I don't know if you've ever worn makeup in your life, even for like Halloween or whatever. I feel like that when I put on makeup. I feel like I'm dressing up for Halloween. Because it's heavy. I don't even know how to explain it. If you sell that stuff, your image sells more than anything. Yeah, and actually that point is exactly why I made this model. Because I could have kept going with my original model. But the issue with my original model is it is so scuffed. And if I want to show people that I can, in fact, rig live 2D and can make really cool VTuber models, like art included, I wanted to be able to do that. So I made my new model. I did not commission it, I did it myself, and I did it once I finally finished the previous one that I was working on, which I will show the showcase video once he streams, because I want him to be able to do his, like, I guess, re-debut. Like, as my father politely puts it, I look like a... I mean, I do too. Like, I literally just wear rags at home. I wear pajamas most of the time. People try to tell me, you need to put on real clothes even if you're working from home, because it'll make you feel more confident and you'll feel like you're actually going to work, so you can get into the mindset. And I'm like, have you ever had ADHD? Have you ever had autism? Because I'm not comfortable in regular clothes. I like my pajamas. I like loose-fitting clothes. I like clothes that, you know, don't have very thick fabric. So naturally, my pajama pants literally have holes in them. I should probably cheat, like, just throw them out. Because they're holes in really awkward places. Not strawberries. Corn. I work cars and I'm usually hidden in a corner, hidden inside a car, so my appearance does not matter for my work. I mean, that's fair. My appearance also does not matter for my work. And that's kind of the whole point of VTubing, is nobody knows what I look like, and nobody knows that I'm wearing pajamas unless I tell them. However, I will say my hair is actually about this wild in real life. I have very messy, wild hair. It is not uniform by any stretch of the imagination, especially because I cut my own hair. So, because it's wavy and kind of curly-ish, it just kind of flips out and does its own thing. A little bit uneven, but mostly even. So to a point, I did design this model to be similar to my actual real-life self. Obviously, you know, I'm in my human form here behind the scenes, but yeah. Thinking I'm gonna do more fishing, but first I'm gonna sell some of this. Your hair has nothing on mine. I mean, I have no idea what your hair looks like, so I have no idea. You have an idea of what mine looks like, because as I mentioned, mine is similar to what you see on screen. The major difference is the colors. I don't have blue in my hair right now. I used to. We're just getting rid of these. We're gonna just fish some more. Now that we've done that. But as a hairdresser, I have colored my hair many colors. At one point, I actually even did like a gradient where it was like black at the roots, and then it went to purple, and then it went to blue in the ends. You cut your own hair? It's been years since I went to cut mine. Yeah, you know, especially, you know, with the coronavirus thing, and then, you know, places shutting down, and then people staying home, and then, you know, I actually haven't had my hair professionally cut by someone who isn't me, and like, I want to say it's been like, come on. That one was difficult. I want to say it's been like 4 or 5 years. You once went ginger. Oh yeah, I have fair skin, so I have had red hair many times. You know, as much as I, you know, enjoy having, you know, a model that is very much true to real mallard colors. At some point, I think it would be really fun to do like a color swap, have like new hair colors. That could be fun. Corn is corn. Speaking of which, I actually have corn ice cream in the freezer that I really should eat. It's really tasty. It's Korean ice cream. It has like a chocolate shell, right? And that has like corn ice cream in the middle, and on the outside it's like a waffle cone. But not quite a waffle cone. It's like softer than a waffle cone. It's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the COVID has been around so long now that, like, it's just kind of life. Like, I go basically about my life as though it's not there, but that's only because I stay home most of the time anyway. I don't have to worry too much about contracting it from at home, although I have had it twice, and both times I wore masks. But the problem was, I was in an airport and in an airplane, and I got stuck in the airport overnight, and it was just a fiasco. It was an awful, awful night. They had like delays on the planes, and then so we ended up not getting to our connecting flight. And then we just ended up having to stay in the airport without food or drink for like 12 hours while everything in the airport was closed. I do not recommend staying in an airport to live there, or staying in there overnight even. Like, just no. 2 years without leaving the house just kind of blended in with the other 7 years without leaving home. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Like, for me, I actually, I started working from home, like, I want to say it was 2019? Yeah, 2019 is when I started working from home. Technically speaking, 2018, but I don't really count that because I was still working full-time at a school, like a public school. So I worked full-time in person, but then I also had like my side business on the side, which my side business is just really weird, but like, I'm sure you've heard about like gold sellers and stuff like that. I did something similar. Basically, I would log into people's accounts and I would buy packs for them at a discount. But unfortunately, that obviously didn't last forever. Instead, we now have a different company, and so we're doing something else now that's in mobile gaming. And so yeah, I have a very complicated history. I like, when I try to explain it to people, it's like, how do I explain that I kind of just accidentally ended up working from home? Like, not intentionally, but it just kind of happened. Oh, about time that there's some ducking eels needed. Well, let's try this. Oh, corn. That is not bad, so I'm gonna leave that there. We're not risking anything. Do that one. Got 3 more shrimp. I need more shorks. Now those are caught up. That's caught up. Okay, I'm gonna leave those there. Now I can collect this. Go back over here. I have very simple history. Yeah, not everyone has had to go through a grand journey. I just happen to have literally like the worst luck, despite my name being Lucky. But as I say, I have to just make my own luck. Because the universe does not want me to have luck. I would say that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the luckiest person alive who like has won the lottery multiple times, and then 1 being like no luck whatsoever, like the worst possible luck, like dying at birth kind of luck. I have like a 3. There's been times I should have died, but I digress. My history is I'm 1 step away from being a hikikomori. I think that might be the word, or like neat. I know that in Japan there's another word, neat. A neat is someone who doesn't leave their home. At least I think that's the word for... I know so many words in so many languages and cultures, I've lost track of some of them. My middle name is literally Lucky. Yeah, I have the worst luck. So... I just do my best. I wing it, as I say. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I'm gonna plant this one and go back over to the fish. Let's see where we are with our sellings. How do we not? We're still only like halfway there. Neat is less severe. Yeah, hikikomori is usually like a complete like shut-in from what I understand. For me, I'm just, you know, an odd duck who works from home. Oh, there's the eels. We'll see how far I get in this chain. I will say it is nice to work from home because I have issues with the fact that I am an introvert. And having the ADHD, and probably autism on top of that, just kind of makes that more difficult to have to actually go in-person places. Because my social media, it's easily depleted. That's why streaming is so much easier. Hades is a pretty good game from what I've seen, and also it is on crowd control. I've considered, if it goes on sale, actually playing it on stream with crowd control. I don't know if that's something that you would want to watch. But I do like doing new crowd control games. It is fun. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And Hades has Portuguese translation. That is convenient. That is very convenient. Like, for me... Gosh darn it. For me, I'm pretty happy, you know, even if something doesn't have, like, an English translation, if it has another translation for, like, another language that I know, I'm usually pretty happy. Like, Portuguese, I don't speak it, but I can understand most of it. So, that makes my life easier. Like, right now, we're doing a little mini test for our users in my day job. And they're all in Brazil. So now when I see their chats popping up, right, on the moderator part, I can actually see what they're all saying and talking about, and I understand them, but I wouldn't ever know how to respond if I ever were in the chats because I don't speak Portuguese. I just understand it. If you're thinking about translating to PTBR, make sure to tag the gender of the person speaking and the gender of the person who's been... That sounds complicated, but I'm sure it makes sense in the context of the language. Like how a lot of things make sense in the context of the language for English. Like, for example, using the word there. You know, if you say there, you have like 20 different, like, how do you say, like, ways that it could be used. And there's 3 different spellings. You have T-H-E-R-E, and then you have T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, and then you have T-H-E-I-R. And it's like, people get confused by it, but at the same time, it does, to a point, make sense in the context of the language. Yeah, that makes sense. Portuguese, Brazil. Similar to how there's like Canadian French. And I understand that Brazilian Portuguese is very different from like Portugal Portuguese. I'm sure you could probably confirm or deny that better than I could, because that's just what I've heard. Ooh. Is this a good one? No. Okay. Aw, man, it's just turtles. Because Aphrodite, out of everyone, referred to herself as male when saying, well, you know, I guess that would, once again, make sense in the context of the language. Eating this dude. Man, this whole like shrimp thing is killer. But the eel is not, so I'm gonna put that up there. I will level him up a little bit more after he gets a little more hungry. I don't know in Spanish, it might be similar, but I think you can go obrigado and obrigada. I'm not... I think so. I think so. I would have to check. Because while I do speak Spanish fluently, I've never really paid attention. Because I almost never use that word, weirdly enough. Because I am an odd duck. Portugal Portuguese is very similar to our own, but it does sound very archaic. Yeah, that makes sense, because like, for example, in Spanish, if you have Spain Spanish versus, like, for example, Mexican Spanish or Venezuelan Spanish or Dominican Spanish or Cuban Spanish, I will say it's very weird because, like, you'll hear, like, the way that the Spaniards speak is very, like, formal sounding. It sounds very rigid. I think what I'm gonna put down here is some wheat. I don't think I made wheat in a while. Like, I'm gonna butcher the accent probably, but like the way, like, for example, if you say like como se dice, like how do you say, like Spain Spanish is more like como se dice, and it's like, what? Just the way it's like pronounced. And then they have like vosotros, which is, you know, a different way of saying like all of you. So then they use that form of the verb when they conjugate it, and it's just like, I never hear that ever. I mean, I can understand. What? Holocure! I pushed the button. But like, they'll use that instead of saying like, ustedes. And then there's like the whole, like, for example, I was taught in Spanish class, right, that mono or mona, monos, monas, means cute. It can also mean monkey or monkeys. And so one time, one of the teachers at my school invited me over to her place to meet her family because she was a paraprofessional, actually. So she actually helped a special needs kid who was in my science class, but she came from Cuba, right? And so she invites me over. Her family just got to the US. Ah! I totally messed that up. I ducked that up. But her family just had gotten here from Cuba, right? So they didn't speak English. She did fluently, and she also spoke French fluently. She was a tour guide back in Cuba, apparently, for like tourism or something. But she was doing, you know, stuff in the school system here. And I go over there, you know, she's making lunch. And then, like, you know, she introduces me to her kids. You know, they get out from school. Well, not really from... Well, yeah, it was actually, I think, from school. Because the way that the school system works, everyone gets out at a different time if they're in a different, like, grade level. It's confusing. I don't know how Brazil does it, but... In any case, I was over there. She introduces me to her kids, right? And, you know, they're really cute... little girls. Ah! And so I call them monas. Now, if you just remember what I just said about mona meaning monkey or cute, well, that's because it means different things depending on where it's said. Apparently in Cuba, it means monkeys. So I called her children monkeys. And she was just so confused. The look on her face was like, did you, what did you mean to say that? Like, what is going on? And then I realized, I explained, like, you know, I was like, I don't really have another word for it. And then she was like, so in Cuba, we say, linda, lindas, lindo, lindos. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I use that word now for the most part because I do not want to risk making that mistake again. Even though in some places, technically speaking, it would be correct. Spanish can be very confusing about that. Although another fun story in the Spanish realms of language. So earlier on in my career as a hairstylist, I actually, you know, was working in a salon where we hired a Cuban stylist, back to the Cubans, and she didn't speak a lick of English. Yeah, that's nothing against her, you know, that's just what happened, right? She was, you know, new to the area. She lived in Miami for a while, so she was used to speaking Spanish, because apparently they only speak Spanish down there. So, or at least most everyone speaks Spanish down there. I don't know because I've never been to Miami, but I'll take everyone else's word for it. So I had to translate for her often because she didn't speak English, and we happened to be in an area where there was just a whole bunch of old white people. Again, nothing against old white people, nothing against Cubans. It just happens to be the circumstances of this particular story. So one day I'm not feeling great. So I come into work, I got a stomach ache. I'm like holding my stomach. I'm feeling nauseous. I'm not doing too hot, but I'm a really hard worker. So I am there. I am square and I am ready to go. She asks me as I walk in, because she happened to be there. She was like my buddy for the day, because she also couldn't work alone because, once again, she didn't speak English. Her only English was like, hello, my name is Mercedes. How may I help you? But the problem is she couldn't help them because she didn't understand. So I had to translate for her. So I'm sick. she looks at me and she asks me, obviously in Spanish, you know, what's wrong? I explain, like, I'm feeling sick. Like, estoy enferma. I'm not doing so hot. With my more limited Spanish at the time. So then she asks me, because she knew that I had just, you know, started dating a guy. She asked me if I was embarazada. And I was like, that sounds a lot like the word embarrassed in English, so I assumed it was a cognate, right? I was like, why would I be embarrassed? Like, what? I'm not understanding. I'm feeling nauseous over here. I'm sick. I'm not embarrassed. What does being embarrassed have to do with anything? And she was like, embarazada. And she rubs her stomach and she's like, con bebé? And I was like, oh, no. No. Like, no, I am not pregnant, I swear. Because that's what it actually, that's actually what it meant. It was a false cognate. I was deceived because of knowing English. So embarazada means pregnant, and I was definitely not pregnant. So yeah. The good news is, if you make mistakes or have weird situations like that happen in another language, you don't forget what the words mean. You never forget, because the embarrassment sticks with you. So I can actually say, yes, I was embarrassed by the word embarazada, but it does not mean embarrassed. It is kind of funny, though. I've learned so many words through just accidental things happening and weird moments. Embarachao? Embarachao? Is that how that would be said? I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know Portuguese. I can just read it and I can understand it. But that's kind of funny, because with that being the case, it's a false cognate for both English and Portuguese. So yeah, sometimes I learn new words like that. Another situation, not quite the same exact thing, but a similar situation happened. That same day that I called the teacher's kids monkeys, when she was washing the vegetables for the salad for the food, for lunch, she asked me what my favorite food was. Now, at the time, I really liked strawberries. Now, if you know Spanish, you know that the word strawberries, or strawberry, is very similar to another word in Spanish that is also a consumable. That character 99 times out of 100 sounds like S. Okay. So embarazado or embarazado. Embarazado. I am bad. I can't think tonight. But yeah, in Spanish, the word strawberries is very similar to another consumable item. So naturally, when she asked me, I said, me encantan las cervezas. And the problem is, I said cervezas. She looked at me incredulous, like, what? You like beer is your favorite food? And I was like, oh, wait, no. I meant to say, not strawberries, sorry, cherries, not strawberries. Cherries is the word I meant. Cereza is the word for cherry in Spanish. Again, my brain is not working. I'm mixing up strawberry with cherries. My brain thought red and just went to strawberry. And then I was like, oh yeah, frescas is strawberries in Spanish. So I had mentioned like I like cherries, but except for I said cervezas instead of cerezas, and then ended up with the situation of her asking, wait, you like beer? And I had to like explain, like, no, rojas. And then she put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh yeah. Because the whole thing with that visitation that I did that day was I was trying to learn Spanish because I wanted to be a translator when I grew up, and so naturally she's like, okay, yeah, so the challenge will be you just only speak Spanish in my home, because my family does not speak any English. So with my, 4 years of Spanish and a little bit of Spanish prior to even being in high school, I had a lunch visit in a completely Hispanic household that spoke almost no English. And so I learned new things that day. And I will never forget my embarrassment about the word cervezas instead of cerezas. They're so similar. They're so similar that my bird brain was like, nope, we are just going to embarrass you, and you're gonna say the wrong thing. But I will say, if you ever have to learn a language, that literally is the best way you can do it. You just mess up. Just mess up. Let people correct you, and you will be perfect at that language. Although I do need to find people to practice Japanese and French with, because I can kind of speak those, but I don't really ever speak them. Mon français n'est pas bon. Je parle un petit peu, mais I can't. Morango would be strawberries, I'm guessing, and then cerveja. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to take a wild guess and say cerveja would be cherry, and then cerveja would be beer, because the V, like in like Spanish. Or it could be just completely and totally opposite, in which case, I wouldn't know. I do at some point want to learn Portuguese, because I think it would be helpful. Oh, finally, the newt over here. I don't even know why I called it a newt. Get Lemonfoot. Oh, man. I don't have any clownfish. I am shocked. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. One of the really nice things about learning language, though, is that, like, after a certain point, you start to pick up patterns, because while not every language is similar to another in any way, shape, or form, a lot of them have some similarities. Like, for example, in Japanese, you would think that a country that has been so far removed from other languages for such a long time would, be entirely foreign. And that's actually not the case. One of the really funny things about Japan is they actually have a lot of borrow words. Like, for example, the word pan. Pan means bread, just like in Spanish. They actually borrowed that word from Portuguese, though, from what I understand. Dating sim games, it really just depends. Like, for example, Doki Doki Literature Club, great game right there. I also want to play Needy Streamer Overload, which is kind of a little bit dark, but kind of interesting, and kind of like looks into like a simulated streamer life. And then there's also Twisted Wonderland, which isn't a dating sim, but considering that women are the primary target audience, I would probably people have their favorites. They're like, I love Leona, I love Appel, I love, and I'm like, I love all of them too, but like, But that's more of like a self-insert thing. Oh yeah, I've heard that. That it's like a dating sim, but it's also a roguelike. I think that's kind of funny. We are going to water everything. I do know that I do want to play Hades at some point because it does look fun. I would very much like a sale. If I can get it on sale, that will be amazing. Ah! The artist behind... Yep, I am fully aware. And that is exactly why it's such a magnificent game. I actually, on my art channel, if you're ever feeling froggy, you can check out my art channel, and I actually did many videos of Twisted Wonderland before I ever made a gaming channel. I did them last year. I was doing them pretty frequently for several months. I would recommend you play Transistors first. Is that a game? Or is that like a play mode? But yeah, Rose, that is one reason why I'm like, you know, artists are afraid of AI. I know this is not my art channel, but artists are afraid of AI, but then there's things like Live 2D, which are gonna take a while for, you know, AI to catch up. And Twisted Wonderland actually makes use of live 2D models for the characters. So as a result, you know, you could say like, you could literally work on a big game like that, you know, for Disney, but you'd have to actually, you know, have the skills. Other games, same company, also amazing, but cheap and shorter. That makes sense. I would love to get back into Twisted Wonderland, but the problem with Twisted Wonderland, and hear me out, is the fact that I will want to spend money on it. I have issues. I will literally be like, this gacha's looking juicy. You could sign a contract with me any day. My controller's become deceased, so has my headset. Aw. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to wrap up anyway, because I need to finish some work before I go to bed, and it is well past my 8 p.m. stopping point. But I do want to thank y'all for, you know, popping in today, because it has been heckin' fun to actually get to play this game instead of just having it open and idle on my computer, because I can't actually play because of the fact that I'm busy working. And I'm just having it open so that I can catch fish for free. Yeah. Sign of the universe telling me to sleep. Fills the clock, but that's less mystical and boring. Yeah. Well, thanks you guys for popping in, and I am going to probably schedule another one of these streams for next week. Not sure what I'm gonna play yet. If you have any suggestions, I might actually make a post about it here on this channel. But if not, feel free to let me know on my Discord. You can join the Duck's Nest Discord. As long as Nightbot works, it should pop up via the link if you aren't already a member. But yeah, I will see y'all next time.